Hello again and welcome along to the second of 4 short videos that deal with grading performance monitoring data extracted from the OptoMize version 4 system and gathered using the quality assurance report and the program performance report. As you can see, I've got the quality assurance report open in front of me. Now this is the Excel spreadsheet that we saved towards the end of the first video. What I want to focus on today is the pre-processing required of this Excel file in order to make full data processing a little bit further down the line more easy. This is basically because some of the columns within the spreadsheet are linked, and that can make data splitting quite tricky. What I'm going to start by doing is going up here to the top left and clicking on and highlighting row 1, and then holding down the shift key on the keyboard, clicking on row 6, keeping that shift key held down. That should then highlight rows 1 through 6, and if you right click anywhere on the highlighted area, press delete, that will remove those first 6 rows. What I'm going to do now is remove some of the linked columns, or break some of the links, and as you can see here, for example, in patient identifier, which would normally include the NHS number, just to note here, I've actually deleted all of the patient identifiable information for obvious reasons. But in this patient identifier section, usually there's the NHS number, H, I, J and K are all linked columns. What I'm going to do then is click on column A and holding down shift again, move along to G and click on there, and then right hand click and delete. So what I'm doing here is deleting columns A through G, which includes patient name and date of birth. We obviously have to leave behind some level of patient identifier, so we'll delete a few more but leave behind the NHS number. What happens when you do a delete like that, it takes you down to the bottom of the file, so just click on here and drag it back up to the top again. So the patient identifier, the NHS number data, is actually now contained in column A. What I'm going to do is highlight column B again and holding down shift, move along to column G and again right hand click and delete. And that will remove columns B through G, which includes ophthalmology data amongst other things, but will leave us intact the NHS number, which is the patient ID here. Now obviously, as I said, I deleted this earlier so you can't see it. When you're working with it, you will have patient identifier in the form of an NHS number there. If you then if you left hand click in this triangle up in the top left hand corner, it should highlight the whole of the page, and then just double click on the border between any of the columns, and that just expands the file out so you can see the content of each row and column. I mean, that's basically it. That's a pre-processing required in order to actually go in and begin looking at the data. You look at the data by clicking on the data tab, and then from the data ribbon hit filter, and it will allow you to filter each column by the different criteria within that column. I'm just going to cancel that now, remove the filter and save that file. And video number 3 will show you how to actually begin processing that data with a view to first of all establishing the random or the automatically selected 10% QA of R0, M0 ROMO primary graded cases. Thanks. Bye bye.